Okay, well, hello everybody. I am Casey, as you know. So I'm going to teach the how to master your open house, and also I'm going to be going over events on what to do for events or how you guys can do events as well. So we're going to start with open houses. I'm sure a lot of you have done open houses, but we do have some new agents on board. And for people who are also looking into getting real estate and have joined the Zoom, this is also good for you as well. So let's get started with the guide for real estate agents. So why open houses matter? Some of you probably think it's a waste of time. I used to think that way in the beginning too, like, oh, what if nobody shows up? But you know what? It's a what if kind of situation, right? So why do open houses matter? So generate the buyer leads. You're generating buyer leads. You never know who's going to walk in. Yes, most of them will walk in with agents, but again, you never know. Building neighborhood presence. You're there. A lot of you know that when neighbors see an open house, I don't care. They're not buying, they're buying. They're going to walk into that open house. But what's the benefit to that? Now, that neighbor who's just walking in, maybe not walking in just to see the house. Maybe they're walking in to test you and to see how you're doing. So you're basically there setting something for yourself where everyone's watching you. So what if that person has to sell a house after 3 months? They don't have an agent. So you never know who's watching you, what they're inside for. So definitely neighborhood presence. People get to know you're doing the open house. Showcase property and yourself. Again, like I said, when you're doing the open house, you're showcasing yourself. You don't know who's watching you. You have to make sure that your presence is everything. So make sure that every time you do an open house, you're nice, clean, looking pretty or handsome. Networking with agents and neighbors. So you get to meet other agents who come as well. You've probably worked with those agents as well. But this is a good way to build rapport with other agents around you. And sometimes if you're looking to grow a team, you're a team lead, or if you're a broker, or you're just looking for somebody to join you, or you're looking for something else, like, just if, you've written an offer with this person, with this agent, you may end up seeing them. But it's good to see somebody face to face versus always seeing them, speaking to them over the phone. But again, presence is everything, and networking with your neighbors for sure, because all these neighbors around you, you never know when they'll end up using you. Next slide, please. So pre-open house preparation. For the open house preparation, now there's a few things. Stage the home, clean, declutter, scent. So I know that's not, hey, you know what, the sellers are supposed to be doing this. They're the one who's supposed to be decluttering. They're the ones, but some of them don't know that. What happened? Did it disconnect?
Recording in progress.
Can you guys hear me? Because I cannot hear you.
Yeah, we got disconnected, but we're back.
I couldn't hear either. Okay, now I can hear you, but I cannot hear Kabul, huh?
Oh, you can't hear me?
She's just, hold on, let me just.
Oh, it's on mute.
Extra one. Anybody can hear or no?
Unmute. Press unmute.
I can't hear her.
Can you guys hear me now?
Now we can hear you. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so we're gonna start with start back in with the pre-open house preparation. So staging the home. Now, a lot of sellers, if they have a lot of things around the house, and they'll be like, oh, well, you know what? Our house is really pretty. Everyone says their house is pretty. But you have to be realistic, and you have to let them know we need to declutter. We need to clean the house. Sometimes they'll say, oh, we'll do it ourselves. If it's your listing, sometimes I've had to even pay the cleaners myself to go out there and get the home cleaned as well, which is okay. It's $200, $300, but you know what? You'll make that money back up at the end. But presence is everything. You want to make that sale, right? So there's a lot of things we have to end up doing for that sale. Decluttering. Tell them the truth. Tell them what needs to go in the garage. Tell them what needs to go in the storage. Sometimes if they have a condo, or if they have a very small unit or a townhome that doesn't have enough storage space, I'll have them just have one room where they'll put all the boxes or any extra space. And you don't even have to put that in the pictures if you don't want to, but at least that way everything is not everywhere. So make sure they do declutter. They put away what they don't want, they donate what they don't need, or they do like a yard sale or something, or they just end up throwing things away. And if they don't want to do any of that, again, to the best of your knowledge, try to kind of hide away things, make it presentable basically for the open house. Scent. Now, I usually like to take candles, or you can take the plugins as well, but I usually just like to take one candle, put it in the kitchen. It just gives a nice, nice refreshing smell when someone walks into the open house, even though, the house doesn't, I'm not saying the house smells, I'm just saying that it's nice to have that little aroma going around. My favorite is jasmine. So, but yes, definitely have a candle with you. I always have my team members also take candles, or I'll leave it at the house for them. But it's definitely something useful to have. It just is very refreshing. Professional photography. Now, we use houselens.com. You can use your own photographer as well. Grace's husband is a photographer. We have here our gentleman here who is a photographer. We have Himan, I think. So there's a lot of people who do photography, and a lot of people know people who do photography as well. If you're not comfortable with houselens.com, I've been using them for about 6, 7, 8 years, a long time. They're very easy because you just go online, create an account. Every house photo shoot that you have done, you have a record of it. You can always go in, download it as a zip file, download high resolution, web resolution. You can do it in many ways. And then you can just upload them all together on your Bright MLS. Some people don't like professional photography. They don't want to pay for it. You pay for it. You want to sell that house? Please pay for it. It's not that expensive. It's not gonna, cut your pockets loose. What is it? $125 for about 20 photos. But please make sure you utilize it. There's different options. You can do drones. You can do whichever ways. You don't want to do any of that. You just want to do standard photos, not even enhanced. Those standard photos are pretty good. So please do use professional photography. I know our cameras are good sometimes, and sometimes there are last minute requests that you have a house coming on rent, you have a house coming on the market like the next day, and you don't have time for that professional photography. And if you have a professional camera, to the best of your knowledge, you know how to use it, or even your camera, our iPhones are really good with the high resolution. If you know how to do it, just make sure that they do look good, because if you have crappy pictures, you will not get clients, and it will be a very hard time for you to sell that home. Flyers, brochures, sign-in sheets. Now, flyers. I hope everybody takes flyers to an open house, right? There's many ways you can do the flyers. We have Canva. We actually have free access to Canva from our Remax site. And you can also use a Level Up as well for different tutorials on that. For our open house brochures, you can do a brochure, you can do flyers, whichever works for you. Sometimes people like to do postcards instead of big flyers. And if you don't want to use that, you want to create your own. I have a Canva app. I do everything from my house. I don't even come to the office to do my flyers. I do everything myself. I'm creative with every different house. I do a different flyer. So many templates on Canva. Use it, and you'll get so used to it. And what you can do is, once you download one flyer from the Canva app, it saves it. So if you want to go back and you want to actually use the same flyer, you can go ahead and just replace the house picture and replace the house address and all those things, and you'll be good to go, and you can use that same flyer. Sign-in sheets. There are different types of sign-in sheets. You can do the paper one, or if you have a QR code, or if you have a digital sign-in sheet on the iPads. But please, please make sure whoever comes in, you have them sign in. If they have a realtor, they can put their realtor's name next to it. If they don't have a realtor, you'll know, because they're not going to put a realtor name next to it. So that is someone extra now to add on your database. Market the event online and offline. Market it everywhere. We all use social media. We all use Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And even if you don't have any of that and you just want to market it around to the neighborhood, do so. But make sure you do go ahead and either way try to market the home, because not everyone's looking at realtor.com or Zillow to see what open houses are coming up. Some people may not even expect it. That's why I do like to have the for sale signs up before the open house, because guess what? Now people who are driving past it are going to see that there's an open house coming up because now they see a for sale sign. So make sure you market it either way, either offline or online. All right, next slide, please. All right, marketing the open house. That's what I was just discussing. MLS, make sure on MLS, when you put it in the coming soon status or active status, make sure you guys put that open house on there, whether it's Saturday, Sunday, whichever days you want to do. I make sure that I put the whole weekend in there so they know if they missed the open house from Saturday 12 to 2, they come in the next day, Sunday, 12 to 2. But again, make sure you market it on MLS. When you do that on MLS, it will show up on Zillow. It will show up on realtor.com, homes.com, Trulia, everywhere. Your open house will be marketed everywhere as soon as you upload it on MLS. And I'm sure you guys all know that. Social media, again, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, any other source of social media that you guys use. I have a lot of Facebook groups for different counties, for different real estate, like Real Estate Mastermind, Virginia Houses for Sale. Market it on not just Facebook, like, oh, I marketed it on my page. That's not what I'm asking you to do. What I'm saying is you need to go into those specific groups. You need to join those groups. Market your open houses over there, because people who are in those groups are in there for a reason. They are looking for a house. Maybe they're looking for their loved ones, but for some reason they are in those specific groups. And even agents, some agents may not know, they're not really active on MLS or Zillow, and they just kind of wait around for their clients to send them something. So there's a lot of agent Facebook groups. Please make sure to use that to your advantage and market it over there as well. And TikTok, if you guys have a lot of TikTok followers, please make sure that you use that as well. Make that useful for you and market not just other things, but also your open houses. Maybe make a little quick video of your coming soon open house and put the timings on there. But either way, make small reels, make small videos, and market it, because people do watch them. Email campaigns to your database. If you guys use a CRM, whatever you use, your database, you can go ahead and just send a quick email to everybody that you have, your clients, your customers, whoever you have on there. Please go ahead and make sure, just send them one email like open house coming soon. It doesn't have to be a formal thing, just a flyer, just the same flyer that you're going to use for the open house. Download it, put it on there, just like you would send anything else, like a newsletter out. Go ahead and send that out there to them. Door knocking and neighborhood invites. Very important. Let's say you're doing a house in Ashburn Village. I've done a few houses in Ashburn Village now. That for sale sign, that door knocking, or just going around and talking to neighbors helps tremendously. Not because, oh, I want you to come to my open house. No, I'm doing this open house. This person trusts me for doing this open house. I'm going to be selling their home. They're going to start asking you questions. How much are you selling it for? Why are you, have you sold here before? How do these people know you? Were you referred? Like, they'll just start having a conversation with you. That's your time to go ahead and grab them and actually make conversation with them. And they may end up becoming your clients. Maybe not now, but maybe they know somebody or somebody else that needs to buy or sell, or maybe they're looking. A lot of times when I'm doing like putting up my for sale sign and making sure the house is ready before the open house, I have neighbors who actually drop by, who are just walking past, walking their dog, or just taking a stroll, and they'll ask me questions. And sometimes they're looking for their own family member who they want to be in that same community. They'll be like, oh, I'm looking for my sister. She's been wanting a house here. Do you guys have any offers, or what is it? What is going to happen? Do you want over asking? What is it? That's the time to make a conversation with them. So do tell your neighbors, communicate with them. Don't be a stranger to them. They know you're going to be doing the open house. They would love to talk to you, even if it's just a hello. But please make sure you do have the interaction with your neighbors, with the neighbors in the house, in the community. All right, next one, please. Next. Okay, creating the atmosphere. I love creating the atmosphere when I used to do open houses. But lighting, music. So everybody has a TV at their house, right? And if it's not, you have your laptop, right? So I like to put some nice, I'll just YouTube anything nice, summer vibes, just some nice music to get it going, get the flow going. And lighting, make sure when you get in that house, before anybody enters that house, I don't care if you have 10 people waiting outside, ask them to wait 2 more minutes. Please make sure you turn on all the house lights. Don't miss any lights, because lighting is everything. A lot of people, when they come inside the house, they come in for the lighting. How much sunlight am I getting? If you have blinds, make sure you throw out those blinds, those curtains, open them up, but make sure you do all that, because people love a natural sunlight. And if you block that out, or if you have some lights closed, it might have a bad impression on them, thinking that, okay, well, this house doesn't have so much sunlight, I don't know. So, you want to make sure that you do that. Refreshments and snacks. I always advise, and I do it myself as well. I take chips, I take cookies, nothing with peanut allergies, of course, peanuts, because people have allergies. You never know. You want to take something that everybody can have. Sometimes in the past, like, when you walk into a builder, they're baking fresh cookies. I don't know if they do that anymore, but I would do that actually, because the house would smell very warm, very cozy in the wintertime and stuff. So sometimes I would actually ask, and if the house is vacant, I'd end up using their oven and baking fresh cookies. So it actually is very nice when people come in. Make sure you have snacks for them, water, Capri Suns, juices, but anything, it doesn't have to be very extravagant. Sometimes you have a charcuterie board if you want to do like a really nice, if it's a luxury listing, do it according to the listing and the type of people, like if it's a $300,000 house, you know that I can just go get away with small refreshments and stuff. Sometimes in open houses, you have to, use your imagination. What can you do? Sometimes people have a whole flower bouquet section where they come and they make their own flowers. Sometimes they'll have live music. In the past, where we've had somebody playing, a piano or live music. My colleague, she has somebody who, a friend that used to play piano. And so in her open houses, she would have somebody playing piano for a luxury listing. So use your imagination and see what things you can come up with. There's no right or wrong. Just make it attractive. When people come in, they see that, okay, if this person is doing this for this open house, I know they're going to take care of my open house, because you're not only doing it for that open house, you're doing it to represent yourself. Branded signage and welcome area. So I know a lot of you who have recently joined Remax have seen we have those big Remax balloons. We usually have them outside the house in front. So it's a big representation of, okay, there's something going on here. Is that an event? Oh, it's an open house. So there's open house signs. Make sure you guys have all that. We have balloons in the office where, Siobhan and they have it checked out. So we do have, I think, maybe just a few balloons where you guys can rent it out. But you can always buy things for yourself. You can buy your own signs. You can make anything. You can go to Amazon. They have these big open house flags if you want to just be more creative and you just want to get more things to make sure that, your open house is well known. Go around the neighborhood, start putting signs up. Samina had an open house one time, and she started from the shopping center, and the open house was all the way inside the community, but she started from the shopping center, started putting signs there, went all the way out and up into cul-de-sac. It was like about a mile down, but she used she had about 8 open house signs, yard signs. She used those to lead to the open house. And then she had a big balloon. So you can use anything and everything. Balloons. Sometimes, depending on the wind, if you get balloons with helium in it on the mailbox, you'll put them, but with the wind, they might go down. But I've done that, and it doesn't, we used to do that a lot. But sometimes it's a waste of time and money for those, balloons. They don't sometimes work out, but you still can. Be creative. Just see how you can attract people to your open house. Many ways to do so. Just try to figure it out and be creative. And then you can always ask us as well. Safety measures. So lock valuables, monitor rooms. you have a purse, you have anything, you can either leave it in your car if you want. Your car is probably parked in the on the driveway, on the, on the street somewhere. If you want to leave your purse inside, you can. Or, if you have it with you, just tuck it away in a cabinet. So because, people are coming in and outgoing, but just have it with you. So, you make sure you don't lose anything. You never know who's walking into the open house. Monitor rooms. Just make sure you know who's coming in and who is going out. That is absolutely necessary so you can keep track of it and you don't end up locking somebody in the house. Okay. All right. During the open house, warm greeting and a short script. So don't bombard anybody with a long script when they walk in. Just a nice warm gesture. Hey, how are you? Just introduce yourself, please. Take a look around. Don't try to bombard them with a million of questions. Just ask one or two things. Here's our sign-in sheet. Please help yourself to some snacks, drinks. Take a look around. I'm here. Feel free if you have any questions. Keep it short, keep it pretty, keep it simple. Guide visitors, highlight key features. So some houses may have lots of key features. New roof, new HVAC, anything. I know it's written on that flyer, but when you're handing them out that flyer, you can just highlight some key features. So it's not like you're just standing there giving them a whole script of what this house has to offer. So, everything's on the brochure, but just a few things. This house has such and such. Keep it short, keep it simple, where they're still, they still want to interact with you and they're not feeling like you're a salesperson. Ask discovery questions. Again, don't be pushy. Just ask them if they have an agent. Have a conversation as if you're having a conversation with a friend. Don't try to pitch them too hard because they will probably push themselves away. Collect their information, as I said before, digital sign-ins or the sign-in sheets. You can also have flyers where you have a page there where you have a QR code, right? So you can say, go ahead and sign and click on that QR code, sign in, and their information will pop up and you can just sign. If you don't have that, you have your iPad with the sign-in sheets, do that. And if you like to do it the old traditional way, you have a sign-in sheet, go ahead and have them sign in over there, which is also good for them to see how many people have actually come through the open house. And if it's pretty busy and they see a lot of people sign up, it kind of is like, oh my God, so many people want this house. I better hurry up. And if I'm going to sit on this, I might lose this. So it's definitely good to have a sign-in sheet. All right. So after the open house, now you've done this 3-hour, 4-hour, 2-hour open house. What do I do after this? Well, make sure you follow up with everyone who did come by. I hope you guys do that and you don't just like, okay, well, the open house is done now. All right, let's see who wants this or who doesn't. Please make sure you follow up with everybody and keep them posted, because sometimes they might think, oh, the price is too high, or no, they had too many people in the open house. I'm not going to get this. Whether they have an agent, whether they don't have an agent, please interact with them. It's very, very important. Send additional listings they may like. So, and now you have some people who don't have an agent. Go ahead and add them and start sending them. You know what their search criteria is. When you follow up with them, be like, okay, well, if not this fit, is there something specific that you didn't like in this house that you want in another home? That's the time to go ahead and grab them and kind of start sending them some listings. You'll see they may start opening them up. You'll see that they may not call you, message you, text you right away. But hopefully eventually they will. But hey, you gotta try, right? Offer private showings. If they want to go ahead and see the home again, go ahead, offer them a private showing, give them a private tour. Like, okay, I know there was a lot of people at the open house, or maybe you were rushing in and out because it was an open house and you just kind of went in and out. Let's go ahead and why don't you come back and see it in person? And then if you have any other questions, I can address them. Track results and feedback. Make sure you to get everybody's feedback. Maybe you had to declutter. Maybe the house was completely empty and it needed staging, and that may have thrown some people off. Get their feedback. See what they say about the house. What was it that they liked, or what was it that they didn't like? Get the pros and the cons of the home. So it will only help you expand. It will only help you get better for this open house and for the next, and maybe help this home sell better and faster. And then you can, if you're doing an open house for somebody else, pass them that feedback along. So you want to make sure that feedback absolutely necessary. It does help, because then your clients see that, like, oh, it's not you saying it. I didn't listen to you. I'm going to listen to these people who are now putting it in writing and giving me this feedback. Pro tips for success. So provide giveaways, market reports, buyer guides. Sometimes you have a CMA. Sometimes there's so many different things that you can get on MLS as well, or on the Remax website, different buyer guides. Give them some things, not just a house brochure. Try to do more than that. Try to see what else you can offer them about the neighborhood, maybe a neighborhood market analysis, the schools. If they have really good school ratings, you may want to print out the school district and see, because a lot of people who are coming in probably will have kids. Partner with a lender. Sometimes our agents have a lender who they take to their open house, because then these lenders who have these pre-qualified buyers may say, you know what, we're going to have this open house. Why don't you guys go ahead and take a look at this house? So marketing yourself, marketing it with a lender, with with a title company, with anybody, but the more the better, right? Treat every guest as a potential client or referral. Even if they say they have an agent, they may not use that agent later on because their agent didn't come with them, and it's possible that they're just saying they have an agent and they're lying to you. Or they do have an agent and they're not happy with them. So make sure you don't say, oh, they had an agent. Go ahead, go see the house, whatever. No, make sure you treat everybody equally, respectfully, and as if they can be your next client. Okay. All right. So common mistakes to avoid. Not advertising enough. And that sometimes is not our fault. Sometimes our clients will call us and say, I need this to go on the market this weekend, and it's Thursday. That's not your fault. Just let them know, you know what, I don't have enough time to advertise. I will try to do it as much as I can. I'm not sure how many people will come out to the open house, but if you do have that time, guys, please make sure to utilize it and make sure to advertise as much as you can. And that way you have time to go around the neighborhood. You have time to put that open house sign up in the yard, that coming soon sign. So try to advertise as much as you can. Forgetting to collect contact information. Don't let people come in and out and say, oh yeah, it's so busy, I can't handle this. You guys go ahead, go see it. Please make sure, just like a school, right? Orderly fashion. If you have 20 people outside, be like, okay, I'm sorry, but please, I do need you to sign in first, and then feel free to take a look around. Sometimes when you're standing outside a store, there's 20 people inside and there's 30 people outside. They're not going to just let you in because they're busy. No. Go ahead, take your time. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't panic. Be happy about it and just still keep your flow. Being too salesy, again, like I said, don't be pushy. Be a friend. Just be comfortable when you talk to them. Be informal. Don't be a salesperson, basically. Poor property presentation. If you see things when you go in the open house, sometimes there's things that I see and I'm like, what in the world? I told these people to do this and they did not do this. Well, and now you're in charge and you better fix it. So if there's things that you see that shouldn't, or if there's a mess that you see and they forgot to clean a spill, do something, you better find something and you better take care of that, because now you have to make that open house look good. So do what you can, but please make sure that you present this open house very well. Last minute things can come up. That's why we always have some things like Lysol or a broom sometimes in our car, or a little vacuum. And sometimes they'll have it in the house, but sometimes things happen. So just make sure you are prepared for it. Okay. Again, it's all about you. You are the star. So an open house is more than selling a home. It's selling you as the agent. Sell yourself, because everybody who's walking in is a potential client. Maybe not them. Maybe they already have one and their family members are coming in who need a house. So again, you are the star. You are the star of the show. Make sure you make it happen and make sure you are selling yourself as the agent. Any questions about the open house, guys? And if I spoke too fast, I apologize. But any questions about the open house? All right, so we're going to go on to the events, but I think we may have, yes. Okay, so I actually uploaded this off of Level Up. thanks to Siobhan. So open house success checklist. If you guys go on Level Up, there's so many ideas about, there's even a 30-day challenge on open house. Please make sure to use that because this is all free stuff provided by RE/MAX. Very, very helpful. You can even print this open house checklist out. You don't need to take a picture of it. You can actually find this on Level Up. But it talks about 1 to 2 weeks before, a day before, the week of, the day of, and after what you need to do. That way, it's kind of like it is a checklist, right? You can print it out and just go through it. Just have one with you. It'll help you. So it's a nice little checklist to have in case you need it. And if you're a pro, don't worry about it. But still good to have. And then the next slide, I did put some links up just to show you guys that Level Up does have these links available. Again, like I said, they have a 30-day challenge. They have the checklist. They have a lot of different links on here that you can use. So if you need these links, I believe that we're going to be uploading this. But if you definitely need these links and you're not able to access it, just let me know or let anybody know at the office and we'll help you with it. But we can even email these links to you just in case you need them. But these are really good links to have just in case, you need a little bit of a guide for the open house as well. All right, so events. So hosting events is a strategic move for realtors looking to grow their business. I hope everybody knows that. I hope this is not some news for you guys. So events, the more you put yourself out there, the more business you are likely to get. By fostering connections, enhancing brand visibility, and engaging with the community, realtors can create a strong foundation for long-term success. Anybody disagree with that? So you have to have your brand visible, right? You are the brand. Are you saying, oh, well, RE/MAX is known everywhere, or, oh, I'm on a team. Of course, a lot of people know this team. I'm not talking about the team. I'm not talking about RE/MAX. I'm talking about you as the brand. You are the brand. Make sure that you make yourself visible wherever you go, and doing events is the best way possible. Whether it's a small gathering or a large community event, the benefits of hosting are significant and lead to increased business and client loyalty. That is absolutely 100% true. Even if you do an event for 4 hours, 5 hours, let's say you get 20, 30 leads out of it, but you close even one sale from that one event that you did. That is definitely worth it because that one maybe had made you $10,000, maybe made you $20,000. And how much did that event cost you? But again, now you're visible. Now you have all these leads that you can follow up with, and hopefully you close more than one. But again, you're putting yourself out there, and it will definitely, that's business you did not have before. All right, next slide. Reasons to do events, again, networking opportunities. Events, they provide a platform for realtors to connect with potential clients, other professionals in the industry, and community members. Building relationships can lead to referrals and collaborations that may not occur through traditional marketing methods, which is absolutely true. If you're sitting in the office and you're doing social media, you're doing all the other stuff, but you're not out there physically out there on a one-on-one. So definitely better. It's like, oh, well, I don't have any leads. Zillow is slow. Realtor.com is slow. Those are not that great anyways. Nothing is better than you being face to face in front of somebody and getting that lead right then and there, because then it's solid. Brand visibility. By hosting or participating in events, realtors can increase their visibility in the community. This helps establish their brand and makes them more recognizable to potential clients. A strong presence can lead to increased trust and credibility. Absolutely true. People are like, oh, I saw you on TikTok. You were doing another event. Or I saw you at this event. I dropped by it. I was going to come and say hi to you, but I got so busy. But people get to know you, and people get to see the things you're doing and how active you are in the community or in these events. They know that you mean something, and they have respect and value for that, for sure. All right. Number 3, engaging with the community. Community involvement is crucial for realtors. Hosting events such as charity fundraisers, open houses, local market updates show they care about the community. This engagement can foster goodwill and strengthen community ties. Yes. Sometimes, you know, even you having a lemonade stand or something that you're doing within the community itself, and then you're, even if some charity work, anything that goes, everybody lives in an HOA or lives in a subdivision where, you know, you have more than 20, 30 homes. So get yourself recognized in that community. It really, when you're engaging with them and then they know that you're doing all these events, even small events for the community, it really does make a difference and puts you out there. Generating leads. Events can be a great way to generate leads. By collecting contact information from attendees, realtors can follow up with potential clients who have shown interest in their services. This direct interaction can lead to more personalized and effective marketing. Again, like I said, you're generating leads. Maybe you get 20, 30, 40, 50 leads. Make it attractive. Make your booth attractive. When you do these leads, give away something, TV, gift cards, anything. Make yourself attractive, and make sure to put snacks. Make sure you put things where their kids will try to come, and then because of the kids, they're going to come. And put goodies in there. I always have pens, sanitizers, lotions. I brand myself, and everything is personalized, right? So when they come, you don't have to sign up for anything. Just go ahead, and if you want a sanitizer or lotion, please feel grab something. We have snacks, we have lollipops, anything. Once you get them in, they're going to start talking to you regardless. Once they're signed, do you want to just go ahead, sign up for this raffle? You're going to end up getting somewhere with them. While they're signing up for that raffle, you're going to have a conversation with them. So that's lead generation for you. Next, creating memorable experiences. Events can be a great way to generate leads. By collecting contact information from attendees, realtors can follow up with potential clients who have shown interest in their services. This direct interaction can lead to more personalized and effective marketing. Like I said, make sure you collect all that information, follow up with them later, and what you're doing in that event and how you host yourself over there. Definitely people will remember you. Leveraging social media. Events provide excellent content for social media marketing. Realtors can share photos, videos, and testimonials from the event, which can enhance their online presence and engage their audience. This content can also be used to promote future events. I do that all the time. I'm always like, hey guys, and I always have it on my Facebook story, on my Instagram, on my TikTok, and people actually message me from my Facebook stories like, wait, where are you hosting this event? I was like, I've been marketing it for a while, guys. It's over here. So whenever I post a story, I put it, and believe me, people end up showing up and they come to these events and they'll tell everybody, or they'll share these videos like, hey, there's an event going on there. Let's go over there. So make sure you market that. It really, really does make a difference. All right. Next one, please. All right, so building referral networks, that is key. When realtors host events, they often invite other professionals, such as mortgage brokers, home inspectors, and contractors. This creates a network of referrals that can benefit all parties involved, leading to more business opportunities. Like I said, just as an open house, you can have a lender to do it with you, do the event with you, because sometimes people may not want to speak to you because they don't have a pre-qualification, or they don't know if they're qualified. So if you have a lender with you at these events, it will attract more people. Again, the more the merrier, right? So you have a lender there. A lender can be speaking to somebody. When they're speaking to somebody, they've already caught that fish, right? They're going to bring them over to you. Well, here, let me introduce you to our realtor. We'll go through over your pre-qualification process or try to help you get pre-qualified. But no need to worry. You have the lender, you have the realtor. Everybody's right there with you. So if people coming to you, they'll come to the lender. So either way, definitely important to do these events. Most of my events, about 99% of them, we've had turnaround. We've had my team members close about 1 or 2 deals from each event that we have done. So if you think events don't help, that's not true. And that's just the beginning. From those closings, you don't know how many other people are within their network looking to purchase or sell. So, and sometimes that one person that you get, they may want to be selling and buying. That's happened to two of my team members as well. So these events are absolutely important. If you do get yourself involved in them, you will definitely see the difference. If you don't try it, you'll never know. So I do recommend, highly recommend, for those of you to start doing events. If you're new, definitely these events. And if you don't know how to do these events, you don't have to do a whole thing where you get a table booth. Just go into these events, these festivals, wear your Remax t-shirt, wear something representing yourself, take your business card, start talking to these vendors. Just market yourself. There's a bunch of people there. It's just like going into a restaurant, going into anywhere. So just go out there, even if you don't have a booth. That's the beginning. See how that works out and just market yourself to these vendors. It doesn't even have to be to the people who are at these vendors. You know, if you don't want to talk to people, you just want to talk to them. But get yourself out there, get yourself comfortable, start some way, one way or the other, start. And then I do events all the time as well. We actually have another event coming up on September 27th. It is the International Food Festival here in on Hoadley, and my team members will be doing that. So these events, if you need help looking for them, if you need help searching for them, where they can be or how to find these events, ask me, or look online, Google it. But there's so many different ways to find these events. But definitely, if you see an event, even if you see an advertisement on Facebook or social media, click on that and reach out to that person who is organizing that event and try to be a part of it. I promise it'll make a difference. Any questions, guys, from back here or from the video? All right, well, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully this helped. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.
Thank you, Cole. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Of course. Thank you. Take care, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.